And here we finally are. The first game of tonight has started, spawning in the bottom right hand corner as our blue Protoss player, playing for the Heralds of Apocalypse. It is going to be MoskoTheBear. And today he is going to face off against his red Protoss opponent who has spawned in the bottom left hand corner of the map. It is going to be Regba from the clan, pawning without remorse. Now, as I already mentioned before, I checked their stats, and on the ladder, Protoss versus Protoss is, for both these players, their best matchup, so they must feel pretty comfortable right now. Also, they are both top master players, so this should definitely be a treat. Me, myself, being a Protoss player, yes, I will admit that, by the way. I hate playing Protoss versus Protoss, but for some reason I just love watching it. It's just because it can be kind of coin flippy and the build orders can really give you a very good advantage in the early stage of this game. That's also a reason why it can be so exciting to watch. At least that is my opinion and my experience so far. But everything, what these players are doing so far is looking pretty good, pretty standard. The gateway is going to come down at 13 supply. After that we will see the scout from Regba. He wants to find out where his opponent is, and he's going to be a little bit unlucky in that regard, because he's going to find his opponent MoskoTheBear in the last possible location. Now double gas has been thrown down back at home. He really wants to get that gas income going, so he is looking to tech up pretty fast. If we look at the base of MoskoTheBear, it's also getting his gateway, of course. It was put down at the same timing. But he has only opted to go for one gas geyser, getting that second gas geyser quite a bit later at 17 supply. Which is going to give him a few extra minerals in the early stages of the game, just to get his infrastructure going a little bit faster. He might even opt to throw down a second gateway, or, well, with a late gas like that, something like a robotics facility opening is not out of the question. Also, taking a relatively fast expansion on this map is pretty standard, actually. You only need one force field to block your ramp, and if you get a very quick expansion and follow that up with a robotics facility, you should be pretty much fine for everything that is going to come your way. Now Regba has scouted in the top left, and in the top right he has not found his opponent, so he knows he's in the bottom right hand corner. The sentry is now going to be on the way, even prioritizing that over the mothership core, so that means it should be a very quick nexus timing. Otherwise, there's no reason to get that sentry so incredibly early. Now, with the next 100 mineral, next 100 gas in his bank, once he gets rid of the supply block, I'm surprised he did not cancel that probe and went straight into the mothership core, but it should be added on fairly soon after this. That probe will fall, by the way, trying to put down the pylon, but that is not going to do anything for him. Now, what do we see in the base of Regba? He's going to go for that Stargate, pretty gas-intensive build. So no wonder he wanted to get that gas income going so incredibly fast. Also has a Stalker to repel any early aggression that could come from MoskoTheBear. But of course we see that nothing like that is gonna happen. Now MoskoTheBear, instead of going for that very quick expansion that I was expecting, he has opened up with a Stargate. He has two Zealots at the front and that sentry. Now if that Stalker pokes up at the front and the force field lands behind it, he will get stuck by those Zealots. Oh, he's not paying attention. The Zealots are on hold position, so they will not try and move down, but that could have been a very dead Stalker for completely free for MoskoTheBear. And even now we do see that the earlier expansion has come down for Regba. This has been spotted by that pesky probe of MoskoTheBear, but he's even gonna see that there is gonna be a Stargate right now. He sees it, and he sees that there is a Phoenix in production. Now MoskoTheBear has gotten his own Phoenix in production. He already has one out, which we cannot say for Regba in this stage of this game. He did invest quite a few resources in getting that natural base up quite a bit faster than MoskoTheBear, and he also did not opt to go for a sentry. But now two sentries and a zealot are moving across the map. This can be pretty awkward, because the sentries, of course, going to give you a very nice advantage in the positional sense, but they will not output a whole lot of damage. Also, Regba has sent out his first Phoenix on the map, but that did not do anything. It was caught out of position, and once the Phoenix of MoskoTheBear can lock it down, they will kill it off eventually. Now this is a pretty big commitment from MoskoTheBear. He has a pylon inside the main base too. He's hammering down on this. How many gateways does he have behind us? He has 2 gateways. Oh, but a nice potent overcharge. That's going to do quite a bit of damage. One of the Zealot does get focus fired down. Nice force field once again. Will he at least get the Stalker? No, the Stalkers do escape out of there. But the natural base cannot really be mined from. He's mining from it with 2 of his probes right now. And there's going to be another lift. The Stalkers will be able to take it out very slowly. Also the Phoenix is behind that, also chipping in their extra damage. A little bit of miss micro, but this is a good position for MoskoTheBear to be in. He has only lost 1 of his Phoenixes. Looking at the units lost tab, we do see that 2 Stalkers and 2 Phoenixes have already fallen for Regba. And those are pretty important, crucial units in this stage of the game. Now the potent overcharge is gone. There's not enough energy for another one. And 4 Phoenixes. 1 Void Ray is going to be very nice against the Stalkers. But the Phoenix will be able to take it out in no time. And it looks like MoskoTheBear is going to get his first win here. The Mothership Core going to go down so incredibly fast. And that mineral line is completely exposed. 26 army supply against 6. There is the GG. And MoskoTheBear from the Heralds of Apocalypse takes game number 1.